The Northern Consensus Movement advocates creation of Northern Nigerian Ministry to address regional challenges, notably because they have a Ministry of Niger Delta, so there has a Ministry of Northern Nigeria, so that is what they need to address the regional challenges. What have they done with the instruments of government or instrumentalities of government in the north? What are the governors doing? What is the job of the governors? What is the job of all the arms of government in the north and in all parts of the country? Why would we have Ministry of Northern Nigeria? So are we going to have the Ministry of Southwest, Ministry of Southeast, Ministry of South-South, or Ministry of Middle Belt, Ministry of Northeast and Northwest, and Ministry of North Central, So we'll have all of those ministries. If we have to create them, then what is the difference between that and restructuring? And then are they going to replace the state governments? Let's be wise in what we ask for. That is the truth. I'm sure people who are not able to find their place and level in the current administration are looking for ways opportunities can be created for them or can be created for them to also have their share of the loot from government treasury. That is it. All of this is not about creating unsustainable institutions. It's about just being honest as Nigerians in our leadership roles to do the needful for the country to move forward, so as the country can move forward. The Northern Consensus Movement, NCM, has proposed the establishment of a dedicated Northern Nigerian ministry aimed at combating insecurity, generating employment opportunities for the youths, and reducing the prevalence of out-of-school children on the streets of the region. The group asserts that the unique socioeconomic challenges faced by the Northern Nigeria require targeted effort to provide effective solutions. Comrade Awal Abdullahi Aliyu, president of the NCM, emphasized the importance of addressing these issues during a retreat. So the question I'm asking is, what are the roles of the state governors in the north and all over the country? What are they doing? The governors have security votes. What are they doing with the money? The governors are saddled with all responsibilities to administer well to the state. What are they doing with their roles? Why, instead of asking for Northern Nigerian ministry, why not hold your governors accountable? This is not it at all. He further highlighted the need for focused project implementation across critical sectors such as education, health, security, agriculture, economy, environment, and women and youth development, with a particular emphasis on skill acquisition programs. All these just are grammar now. The state government has all of this within its purview. Okay, we have all commissioners in the state for each of these sectors. What are they doing? So the governors and all the commissioners in the state should be held accountable, because creating a ministry to take care of this is just duplicating roles and then creating an avenue to spread funds to the people who have not gotten the opportunity to loot. That is it. Aliyu underlined the severity of the challenges in the northern region, characterizing them as deeply ingrained and damaging to the societal fabric. Hold your past and present leaders accountable. That is my submission. He observed that these challenges have led to pain, division, and setbacks for Northerners, irrespective of the leadership in power. He expressed this pervasive issue has become intricately woven into the northern landscape, causing us to overlook the suffering, division, destruction, and regression it has inflicted upon us within our northern political landscape and our broader society. Aliyu further noted, historically, northern voters have significantly influenced the outcome of Nigeria's presidential elections through their vote. However, political opponents have consistently employed population as a tool against the region, suggesting that the North seeks power at any cost and utilizes its population to dominate the political landscape. He explained that this narrative has often forced the North into making political compromises resulting in power sharing arrangements that may compromise democratic principles and negatively impact the region. In light of these challenges, the NCM is advocating for the creation of a specialized ministry that focuses on addressing the northern region's unique needs to foster sustainable development and address critical issues. Obviously, this is English. This guy, I believe, does not have a place he can put himself. So he's looking for an avenue to also loot. That is the truth. Go and hold your governors, your senators, your members of House of Rep to order. Go, or commissioners in the state, the ministers in charge of some of these things. Go and hold them accountable. No need duplicating offices, creating parastatals, or creating institutions that will gawk more money and will, over time will no longer be sustainable. That is it. So this NCM or whatever you call yourself, creating the Ministry of Northern Nigeria is not going to work. Okay, it's obviously not going to work. So let's see, there are a few reactions to what this man has said. Someone say what they not need is Center for Mental Rehabilitation and Reasoning Direction. Simple. North can hardly vote a good leader to lead them to a path of greatness. Leaders of the North have used religion to blindfold them for their own family gain. Even if the federal government creates ministry in every kindred in the North, without first of all changing their way of reasoning, it will still not work out anything at all. Ministry of Boko Haram, Ministry of Bandit, killer headsmen, kidnapping and terrorism, bunch of cheats, and that is exactly what they are. That can be called Monafukai ministry for another way to Fulani ways for continuing looting, as the Tyler Nawal is from South, another way to cause confusion, to grab more fuel money after having plenty. Where did this guy writing like this? English tired this here, and I tell you, this guy need to go back to school. That's colonial system of government of Eastern, Northern, and Western protectorate, meaning disintegration of Nigeria, has come to fulfillment. Abi, exactly what I was trying to say. These Northerners are funny people. Why not talk of Ministry of Boko Haram and what kept you since when your brother Buhari was the president? Abi, you just woke up from sleep. Mumu Kaima started insulting him now. But it's true. Okay, I suggest you come up with the Ministry of Onions, Granite, and Tomato shameless things. Abi, not be small thing. Northerners are gold diggers, parasites. They contribute nothing to the growth of this country on liquidating our resources and economy. Instead of Northern ministry, why not advocate for independence of your so-called North? Be in power for many years, yet remain the poorest region and the tribe with the highest level of illiteracy. That is your punishment from God. Uncircumcised cows. Can you imagine? Who will cheer it? Same Northerners who cut grass in camp of displaced people in the same North with 300 million plus. Abi, Northern Nigeria ministry is a camouflage to divide the country. The earlier, the better. And that is it. So if they have seen peculiar needs to create such ministry, let Nigeria restructure the nation and have regional government. Every region should be about their development. Exactly. This is funny. With all the dominance politically and with nothing to show for this dominance over the years, this group still believe creating another ministry will solve the numerous problems created by the North itself. I view this as just looking for another avenue to siphon funds, exactly, to continue our Northern business as usual. As a Northern, I'm not in support of this. Now, wow. The ministry has to go by creating Southern Ministry, a very good plan for easy separation. I support you, Jerry. That is it. So if that happens, Nigeria has started disintegrating in Bidato. Okay? And so it's obviously not going to happen. This is delusional. This guy is living in a skyscraper of illusion. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment. Do you support creating the Ministry of Northern Nigeria or not?